What if the way you've been told to grow your email list is actually the most exhausting, the most expensive, most time-consuming option available to you, and that there are quieter methods that work better without you having to perform on the internet every single day like a seal? Because I'm going to make an argument today that your email list can grow without you being on social media at all. And one of the biggest drivers for that is something that most coaches have never even heard of. Can I be honest with you for a second? The advice to show up consistently on social media to grow your list has always had a slight pyramid scheme energy to it, because the people telling you to post every day are people whose business model involves you posting every day. Funny that. I'm not saying social media doesn't work. It does for some people. People with that kind of look at me energy. People who, and it'll work for them some of the time, but with an enormous amount of effort and a tolerance for that dopamine roller coaster of going viral on a Tuesday and being invisible by Thursday. What I am saying is this: it's not the only way, and it might not even be the best way for the way you think and the way you work. Let's talk about how email lists actually grow. Someone has a problem. They go looking for a solution. They find something useful, an article, a video, a resource, and they opt in to get more. Now they're on your list. That's the mechanism. Now notice what I didn't say in that process. I didn't say they found you on Instagram. I didn't say they watched 17 stories and clicked a link in your bio. I said they had a problem, they went looking and they found something useful. And the question is, where were they looking? And can your business show up there? More and more people are looking on YouTube, on ChatGPT, on Google. Yes, still on Claude and Gemini. And here's the thing about those platforms versus social media. Social media content disappears. A video, an article, a resource, it keeps working. Someone can find something you created 2 years ago and end up on your email list today. That does not happen with an Instagram story that self-destructs 24 hours later in a dramatic poof after you spent 45 minutes on the couch. And I don't miss that, not even one little bit. And I've never been into the whole performing seal dancing around my kitchen for the likes on the gram. So if we accept that people are finding businesses through search, through AI search in particular, increasingly, then the question becomes, are you findable in those searches? And when someone finds you, is this something worth opting in for? This is where the two things have to work together. The first is your lead magnet, the thing that someone gets in exchange for their email address so they end up on your list. Not a newsletter, not join my community, something specific that solves a specific problem for a specific person. That was a lot of specifics, wasn't it? Specifically so. The more targeted it is, the better it converts. And the second, and this is the bit most coaches completely miss, is making that lead magnet visible to AI search. Your lead magnet has a landing page. That landing page is a piece of content. And right now, that landing page is almost certainly invisible to AI engines because it has no structured data, no machine readable information that tells AI this is a resource, this is who it's for, and this is the problem it solves. Which means when someone asks ChatGPT, what's a good free resource for coaches who want to grow their list without social media? Hello, ding ding. Your freebie doesn't come up, not because it isn't brilliant, but because AI cannot see it. And adding structured data to your lead magnet landing page is one of the fastest, most underused list growth levers available to coaches right now. I know, I work for a structured data company. Of course, I'm going to say that. But hear me out, because the logic stands regardless of who's saying it. Here's what a social media optional list growth strategy actually looks like in practice. You have a lead magnet that solves a real specific problem. Your landing page has structured data that makes it readable to AI engines. You have content, could be YouTube, could be a blog, could be a bit of both. That answers the questions that your ideal clients are already asking. The content is also structured for AI readability, and then you let that compounding do its job. Everybody knows about compounding interest on your savings account, for example. You're not starting from zero every morning. You're building something that accumulates, that people find when you're literally anywhere else doing anything else. And that's a fundamentally different relationship with your business than this, I must post 4 times this day or this algorithm is going to punish me. Is it instant? No, not as immediately satisfying as getting 100 likes on a reel. Hey, this is Angus. He wouldn't sit still while I was filming, so I thought I'd better pick him up. So he's going to be joining us for the rest of this film. Is it instant? No. Is it as immediately satisfying as getting 300 likes on a reel you posted this morning? Maybe also not, but it is a sustainable and it is a buildable way of working, and it's going to work while you're asleep. Well, yes, it will, and that's the difference. I've got a free resource that I've linked to below. Sorry, I know some of you. It starts getting this structured data for you in place for your lead magnet so that you can actually grow that list, because this is genuinely the fastest win in this whole strategy, and it's going to take just a few minutes. And if you want to understand more about how AI search is changing and where your clients are finding you in 2026, there are more videos on this channel that go deeper. Right, you can grab the lead magnet freebie. It's over at structuredaf.com/free. And this is to get your lead magnet, your freebie, picked up by AI search so that you can grow your list without that whole nonsense of social media and being on that continuous content hamster mill. All right, thank you. I will see you next time. Maybe with, maybe without Angus. Okay, bye.